Hello guys, Invictus Prime versus Hindustan. This was a friendly war, arranged on fairly short notice. These guys are pretty cool. Hindustan is... They've got a YouTube, they've got a Twitter, they've got a few alliances and their sister clans with the Golden Rule. They put up a wicked fight. Invictus Prime doing fairly well at the moment. This was a tough war for us. There was a funny bit in the spin. We had to sit and account. We screwed up the spin. I'll show you that in a second. The 3-star count was 25 to 23. Total damage pretty close, within 2%. So we accidentally spun sort of a 9.11, if you want to call it that. So both sides agreed that we would leave number 11. It should have been our top Town Hall 9. And we both sat one attack. So they sat there number 29 and we sat the guy with the upgrading warden. They only left 4 of our 10s, sorry. Cleared all the 9s. They cleared the 9s, had lots of scouts for our 10s. We struggled on the 9s, but we did have a couple of 10v10s. I'm going to run the 2 10v10s, and then there's a couple of Town Hall 9s in this, which is refreshing. So many wars lately, we've had lots of 10v10. Taking up all the content and leaving the Town Hall 9s out. So Juicy, we didn't get any fresh 10v10s, these were all cleanup. And this is sort of a quad Lalo bowler down the funnel giant just to take some fire. And he's going to get these heroes in. He ideally just wants the Inferno. We know there's a Hound in the CC. Hound Loon. There was a dragon attack on this that got 99%. And it was sick. But it just came up. That little builder's hut on the far left was the difference. So a bunch of trash cleared. Queen will get the Inferno Tower and the air defense. So we're left with 3 air defenses. 1 Wizzy Tower has dropped, which is detrimental. The sweepers are still up. He's going to zap Quake one of those air defenses. So we're down to 2. And we've got fairly positive pathing into the top portion of the base. Everything should head straight into that second Inferno Tower. And now the Queen's gonna have to die to Skellies. The King is also having some trouble with those Skellies. It's only a 30 King. He manages to survive the Skellies, but he's gonna go down to pups. And if you're wondering where that Hound is going, he was heading off to see one of the ground troops that was dropped. Virtually clean up. That quad Laloon, if you can get an Inferno and the CC's a non-worry, and you can get an air defense as well, as long as the Queen dies to those Skelly traps, most 10s fall to this. Need good loons and good pathing. Thank you, the Wicked One. Juicy again. Juicy was our 10v10 superstar this war. So we got 5 healers this time, looking to get a lot more out of a Queen walk or Queen charge. Baby Dragon in to funnel. This is a base, we came at it from the other side like 3 times. And nearly got it 3 times. And the last attack was just fuck it. We've hit this before in other wars from this side. This base is really quite common at the moment. There's tons of variations of the base, but the actual layout is pretty similar. There's always 4 sort of air defenses down on the far side. Quite often the queen is on the opposite side to the air defenses, so you're stuffed as to which way you want to come at it. This one, they're all bunched up down the other end. The first 3 attacks were really good on this. The air was sort of pushing through all these wizard towers that the queen's going through now. The walk made more sense down this side. King's going to get funneled in straight into the Inferno Tower. I think he takes the jump. Takes out the Archer Tower. He's going to get the Expo as well. And he should get the Inferno, if I remember correctly. Queen's going to push through, get the Sweeper. King does his job. And that's both Inferno Towers beat. We're now looking at only 1 hound brought with, 1 in the CC. He's got a ton of loons, some minions to back that up. And this Skelly queen kill. It's risky, but it's very effective. So you wait for a hound to pop, drop the Skelly spell in a rage. Between the Skellies, the pups and the minions, she's just really not got a chance. But it does fail. If it does fail, your raid's pretty much fucked. That queen's been stuck on the far side of the base for like a minute. And it doesn't matter. The air portion too strong. So we've got some Town Hall 9s. As my nose whistles. Apologies. Jay Weaker. It's a fairly exposed queen. Very easily pulled CC. It's the CC baby dragon. With the double poison, doesn't even really get a shot off on anything important. And the jump spell for the king and the bowlers means the enemy queen just doesn't really have a chance. This base sets up quite well for this air attack. Doesn't even matter that the heroes walked, because there's nothing in the core. That one Expo very well protected with a sweeper. You'll see some Teslas and stuff pop in a second, but can haste these loons straight into sort of the point defenses. The Tesla farm we knew about sort of at 7 o'clock. And once that falls, the Wizzies are detrimental to loons, but these hounds just tank a little too well. He's got tons left. King and a Wizzy up top, doing cleanup. Queen did die. That grounded Expo, had that Expo been on air, it might have messed with some of those loons, but then the ground attack. It's so hard at Town Hall 9. We love a troll Tesla. What do we say? 16? Some hoggies. Yeah, I think Town Hall 9 is just tough. I've seen a few fails. We do fail. These guys had some really good bases. The challenge is, you know, the odd troll Tesla traps and the CC being picked up. There's, in terms of the power of 9 versus 9, it's OP. I think they need to do something. I love the 3 baby dragon CC on an exposed queen. It is good. It's gonna not do that well because of the double poison, but if you had someone who thought they were gonna like earthquake in and only bring 1 poison, 3 baby dragons is vicious. He manages to keep his bowlers and both heroes up. and they've cleared from 6 till sort of the middle of the base. The core is going to get wrecked by the king and the bowlers, who are still doing really well, and he can just clockwise send in hogs. Will lose a few to springs. Tesla farm detrimental with skellies and whizzies, but the heal spells are there. And I'm glad we're starting to see a few more hog raids. We literally had a war, I think it was in Golden Goblins last week, where every single 9 was cleared with air. I used to get excited for air attacks. Now I'm not so sure. They are still fantastic. But you don't want to see every raid the same. One more from this war. I think I've got 3 videos to upload today. There's the CWL recap from the Valor Morgulis war, which was pretty cool. I've got another one from Invictus Prime coming versus the Red Line, which is a random spin. The Red Line's quite a solid clan. They've been around the fair play community for a while. Who knows what order they'll get uploaded in. Akira Zine is on air, but this was a sexy attack and it was done quite quickly. So again, the exposed queen, the CC is fairly centered and it's a bitch. It's minions, baby dragon. He's got the poison ready for that. He does lose the majority of his kill squad in sort of 20% push into the base, but he's going to get the air defense. He did get the enemy queen. And to be fair, his queen's going to live for a little bit. And we can just clockwise surgically hound this. He's going straight into a sweeper, but there's enough stuff wandering around up there that the sweeper is going to be kept fairly busy. A few haste spells to push everything through. Air skellies. Positioned correctly, I have seen it a lot of times now where air skellies completely fuck up raids. He manages to get through it on this one. More so at Town Hall 10 when they're near an Inferno tower that just roasts your pups. You get a pack of skellies on all your loons and it's not long before they're fallen. I'll wrap it up there, guys. Hindustan, thank you very much. It was a fantastic war. We look forward to seeing you guys again in the future. Thanks for arranging, and I think we've got your sister clan next week, the Golden Rule. Good luck to them. See you guys soon.